it's a lot.
I mean, I wrote mine down, so it'll be succinct for me.
I was gonna write down some shit. But it's we off the dome with it.
You off the
Pause,
dome.
pause.
I'm definitely coming with and I probably might end up doing another video.
You
but
prepared for that J. Cole, boy. I'm boy for I think you're putting the glass.
Let's get into it, bro, because you gotta go soon. So look, here's my thing. This album is an album that people took their time with. They gave my boy the grace that many artists do not get. I didn't hear a lot of people jump into judgment. Everybody I heard the first time they spoke on this album, the thing that they said very first is, this isn't my final thought. I have to go through the album again. I have to give it more listens. What that indicates to me is what I've been indicating for weeks in a row. You think I was wrong about what I was saying over these past few weeks? That's where I want to start. Was I incorrect about what I've been saying over these past few weeks? For the people who weren't here.
J. Cole's not like that.
One last thing about this J. Cole thing, bro. He was in here talking. He was in here talking noise about his verses and how he's the best.
Hey, he did. He is still saying he's the best.
This week's episode, we've heard this song 100,000 times.
For Cole, I'm still trying to connect to who he is.
I think he is too, bro. Note number one: J. Cole is a good rapper. I'm gonna give Cole a demerit for not adding on to the toolkit, bro. It's just I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is I just don't think it's for this era. I predict it will be a snoozer. Okay?
I predict that it's gonna be a Kendrick Lamar verse on this album.
I've been saying it's gonna be very lyrical. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be boring. It's gonna lack real true perspective. He's not gonna give us anything new. It's not gonna have any slaps. What else? Was I wrong?
Nah, he wasn't wrong.
I just want to start there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I wasn't wrong about Cardi and I wasn't wrong about Cole. Gang, tap in. I'm not wrong. All right. So, what's your take, bro?
The fall off.
The fall off.
So
Cold world.
how do I be concise, man?
I've been waiting all week to talk to my nigga. I was talking to my other nigga about talking to you. My nigga said, I can't wait for you to talk to Ty about. He's never met you. He said, I can't wait to hear what y'all say to each other about this.
Yeah, that's fine. So then I gotta go through the full thought then.
Go through the full thought.
All right. First listen, you know, I actually started to see what other fans were saying about the aggressive J. Cole raps
Okay.
not hitting the same.
Okay.
I was like, damn, because I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, like, yo, you can still pop your shit because you're still one of the best talents in the game, so pop your shit, bro. But then on that first listen, when I was hearing this GOAT talk, I was like, Cole, hearing you rap about your life experiences and upbringing as a youth in North Carolina, I'm fully on board with, and I'm there with you. When you get into the shit talking and popping, it kind of lost me on the first listen.
Okay.
After several more listens, the shit talking became more palatable and digestible.
For sure, yeah.
I was like, okay, I can let you get that off, Cole, because you're Cole.
Yeah.
The more I connected to the music, the more I connected to the Trunk tour that he's on right now, and what this album means to him and to the fans. I became much more, appreciative, I guess. Well, I wouldn't say much more appreciative, but I let it breathe, you know what I'm saying? It resonated a little more.
You know what's, man, interesting? Everybody had to do that with this album. They had to let that shit breathe a little bit. Nobody really rushed to judgment on this one. It's his last album,
Allegedly.
allegedly. It's reported by him to be his best album. That's super allegedly.
Nah, it's not his best. It's not. The Fall Off is not J. Cole's best
Bro,
album.
we are still searching for proof of that right now, bro. This is a alleged crime that you committed, my man, because that's not the one.
Yeah.
This is not your best album by any stretch of the
What do you
imagination.
think J. Cole's best album is?
I don't enjoy any J. Cole albums. What I think
It's not what I
No, I'm telling you. No, I'm starting off. I'm telling you the full thing.
All
That's what
right,
people
I
be.
know.
I gotta tell you the full thing. I don't enjoy a single J. Cole
That's
album.
crazy, bro.
What I believe people
So you-
think is
I'm
the
sorry.
best album is 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
That's the consensus.
I
yeah.
believe that's the consensus. I don't believe any Cole album is good.
That's
um,
crazy. That's
that's-
crazy. That's crazy.
It's difficult with J. Cole. We'll get into that. We'll
Yeah.
get into that. Okay, so this not his best album. So for me,
Well, to finish that,
okay.
I will say that disc 1, I thoroughly enjoyed disc 1
You like this one. Okay.
or disc 29.
Disc 29.
So therefore, disc 39, which I enjoyed the intro, I didn't need disc 39. I'll just say that. I don't know. I haven't heard anybody say that. I'm gonna just say it.
That's a long fall to the bottom, Cole.
I'm gonna just say that. I didn't need disc 39. I've listened to this album 4 times.
Whoa. See, I can understand what you mean by that. I can understand what you mean.
Yeah. I think he, like you said, he went back and added some more shit to what was already kind of complete. And then, it just was like, yeah, broski.
So, okay, bro, this is gonna be a lot because I can see what you mean when you say he didn't need this 39. Where I can relate to you on that statement is the whole thing is too long.
Okay.
The whole shit is just at 1 hour 41 minutes. That's too much. We did not need that. I had to go back with this double disc at a certain point and say, why did I enjoy Mr. Morale more as a double disc? So I'm gonna start there. That's where I'm gonna start my critique of the album. What I realized I enjoy more about Mr. Morale immediately is Kendrick is approaching new worlds than he's ever been before on Mr. Morale. That's the first thing that I appreciate. Cole isn't really doing that a lot on this album. The second thing that I appreciated more about Mr. Morale is the length. Pause. At 9 tracks per side, that's 6 less songs, 30 less minutes. Okay. Far more palatable. The third thing that I enjoyed more about Mr. Morale, and this will end the Mr. Morale segment, is the flows. Kendrick has updated his flows and he kept doing that. Cole flows are the same flows that he's been using since the start. They're traditional rap flows. We could take a song like 2-6, immediately a banger.
2-6 niggas, wow. 2-6 niggas, wow.
You can immediately tell he's in his Drake bag, he's in his N95 Kendrick bag. We got a banger beat. For the first part of it, J. Cole is in rhythm, like he's just giving us a little rhythm. Don't Rolls Royce, please don't sell these niggas no more colorness. He's saying shit, he's talking shit. Then he has to become J. Cole again and start giving us a flow. A triple syllabic fold of the syllable. Bro, can you just be in rhythm for a second? Can you stop trying to impress us with your multisyllabics and your triple entendres and just tell us a story in a rhythm? Slow it down a little bit. Let us keep up with you. Okay. So that's one of my main issues with the project. The flows. They're just too heavy all over the place, and they require the listener to be way too invested in the fucking lyrics, in the flows. All right, boom. That's my immediate reaction as I'm listening to this album. Damn it. I thought we had a banger for a second, but now we gotta keep up with J. Cole's fucking rapping still. All right, boom. So I'm gonna do this track by track because I appreciated what The Game did. Did you see The Game's track by track breakdown?
Yeah.
Do you agree with Joe Budden that no active rapper should ever review another active rapper?
I agree, yeah.
You agree?
It's a code of conduct.
Why is that? Tell me what I as a rapper should not like about another rapper reviewing my project.
No, publicly.
Publicly. What should I not like about that? Well, like, why should I not accept this?
Yo, I liken it to it's like a sacred brotherhood. Like, for me, as an MC to MC, like, hit me on the personal, like, and tell me that. Don't put it out to the world, because...
First of all, it's not that. It's not a sacred brotherhood. Most of these niggas don't like each other. Okay. What is the detriment to me as a rapper? Let's say you're the hottest rapper in the world. You're a little baby, and I'm me. And you review my album. What is going to happen after that that's detrimental to me?
What's going to happen that's detrimental to me? I don't think there's an immediate detrimental impact, but it's like NBA, right?
Like Draymond Green
former
or Paul
player.
George.
Yeah, see, I'm not really a fan of that.
As a fan, are you a fan of it though?
Niggas, like active NBA players critiquing other NBA players.
Yeah, but this is the thing when niggas say I don't like something, they can't explain why they don't like it or the detriment. It's like, what are you doing? So here's what I will explain as to why I would have no issue with another rapper. I was finna say promoting my album. My bad. The first thing that I don't mind about it is I'm getting this feedback from an expert. Another expert opinion who tells me what they think of my raps. Do I want to know what Kanye West thinks of my raps? Fuck yes. Do I want to know what Jay-Z and Drake and Kendrick Lamar think of my rap? Hell yeah. Here's the second part. Kendrick Lamar and Jay-Z. Let's say Kendrick Lamar reviews Edgewood Ralph raps. Let's say Kendrick Lamar reviews Drake's raps. Are Kendrick Lamar fan base going to go listen to Drake's album at that very second? As soon as they listen to Kendrick Lamar review Drake rap?
Yeah.
So this is free promotion. If Kendrick said this is the wackest Drake song he's ever made, are Kendrick's fans going to go run and listen to Drake's new song?
Yeah. Yeah.
Immediately. It literally serves no detriment. It actually informs you as another artist, and it creates the world bigger for the fans to participate in. Like, oh, you do think of... Like, I'm genuinely curious what Jay-Z think about Kanye album. Like, genuinely.
Well,
I would love to know.
Yeah, I mean, Hov was retired, though, so it would come across that it would be received differently.
In 2006, I would have loved to know what Hov thought of College Dropout. I would have loved to know that.
Yeah.
And in fact, just watched an interview with Torre where he complimented the nigga, and I said, damn, I never heard that before. That's fire. So I think it's a great thing. I don't know why anybody would be scared of that, except for I understand why Joe Budden would be scared of it, because I would far rather tune into The Game talking about Kendrick's album than Joe Budden talking about it, just to be frank. So I think that's what it is. Okay, so, but I love that breakdown from The Game, track by track, score for every song. And so with this Cole album, that's what I'll say. That's the only thing you could do, because as an album, it completely fails. My conclusion for this album is this isn't a good album, but it has a lot of very good songs. That's where I live at with this album. Because I listened to the intro, which is unnecessary in every single way. Please remove that off the album. That little sample of...
The Carolina thing?
Yeah, please take that off the album, Cole.
See, Carolina niggas, they know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, older Carolina niggas. Like, niggas that grew up, I didn't know about that until, I'm saying, most recently, that's like an old, like...
Oh, it's a very popular white song. You go to a bar where some white people's at, they're going to play that song.
Yeah, but there's like a commercial, apparently, that used to run back in the day, and it was like a whole thing.
Here's my thing. Nobody gives a fuck about Fayetteville, J. Cole. That's your first issue with this.
Well, that's not true.
The people from Fayetteville care. Nobody else, bro.
and the people that are not from Fayetteville that have connected to the city through him.
Very small pool.
Millions of fans over the world.
Amongst
You
billions.
just said a nigga that moved to North Carolina because of J. Cole.
I was clowning that nigga. But
Yeah,
I think the news
but
was clowning him as well. That's why he was on there for people to laugh.
Alright.
Okay, so I think that was a mistake. I think that focusing on Carolina for so much of this project was a mistake. I know you did it because you were trying to make a mashup of what is this shit? Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers and GNX. Did you notice that he was doing a lot of stuff that happened on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers and GNX?
No.
It's a it's a double disc introspective deep dive like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Okay.
And it's heavy ode to his native home, like GNX. Even featuring a Pac.
Oh, okay.
It's at a certain point these similarities can't go over your head as a professional rapper. You know what you're doing. And so for me, again, we're pretty firmly already in a space. J. Cole doesn't know himself. He's copying other people.
He doesn't know himself.
Oh, you don't remember Hassan said it? You got to tap into what everybody's saying about this guy, because it's the genuine feeling. I know you don't feel that way, but the disconnection that a lot of people have is the disconnection that he seems to have with the stories he's telling. It doesn't seem very authentic for the most part. It seems like he's repeating information that he knows is palatable for other people to hear, in a sense. In a way, he's a much better cosplayer than Drake, because he really sticks to the black role. What do we know about J. Cole's white family?
We know that his mom
white.
Worked at a post office. She was in an abusive relationship.
His white family.
Oh, like family.
The white people in his family.
I mean,
did they abandon them?
What do we know
something?
about Drake's white family?
We know his uncle. We know his mother. We know his grandma.
Uncle?
Yeah, the one who gave him the Lexus, who the family went to live with.
Okay.
We know that story deeply. We know about Drake's white family. We know he uses white cadences. He uses white turns of phrase. He includes it. It's part of his separation that elevates him to be interesting in a world that has done everything called rap. You know what I'm saying? And J. Cole doesn't include that conspicuously. There is no mention of these people. And so, again, there's a sense that part of his world is hidden still. And the only part he showcases is this Fayetteville streets, this allegiance to like deep blackness and struggle and things of that nature. And so he's speaking to it constantly. And on this album, he uses Fayetteville as like the vehicle to drive that experience. He's never driving that experience on his own, like, yo, I was in the streets one time and the streets did this. I was at the Ville, and the Ville is like the Ville, and the Ville is spelled VILLEFAY. Like, it's never his stories he's telling.
No, that's not true. He's always telling his stories. He's been telling his stories, which are Fayetteville stories, his own and friends, right? People that he has grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been the formula thus far that he hasn't deviated from
whatsoever. And the stories never deviate. The stories
I agree with.
The stories are the same stories.
That I agree with.
Which to me indicates this is a story you heard that you can't flesh out with the background information. Like, there's something interesting that Kendrick did on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, where he started to tell us the backstory of the family. His mother's abuse, his southern roots, his connection to Hakeem, Baby King.
Yeah.
There's far more depth.
Learning about, being accepting of a trans, family member.
That song is crazy. I had just listened to that for the first time yesterday in a long time.
Really? Oh,
that song is crazy, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's exactly what I mean. The bearing of one's soul. And J. Cole isn't doing that very much. He's speaking towards an experience that everybody has already accepted as palatable.
Yeah, I'll respond to that. I agree. You know, it's disc 29. It's very familiar.
Extremely. He gave us that disc already when he gave us 2014 Forest Hills Drive,
Yeah.
which he recorded at the age of 29 after returning home.
Yeah.
So this is the same
So it
project.
did take me back to conversations that we had prior to the album dropping, where you were saying, "Hey, well, what can he deliver on this album that he hasn't given us before? How can this be his best work? Where can he go from here?" And it's like, damn, he really didn't. He really just did the same shit.
You just did.
I'm not gonna cap. However, I appreciate a lot of the output, especially 29. You know, I know you're gonna go through the songs, but there was some shit on 39 that was cool, but mostly it was like, you know, it felt a little flat. So
Let's get specific. So let's take 1 minute to tell them to like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to put that behind every single video. Or in front of it. One of the two. So I'm going to say like, you say comment, you say subscribe. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys.